All right, I want to do a quick talk on the Noodle and the basically the bots and stuff that are going to be running and interacting with us here. So these are basically inputs, data inputs for the algorithm. How do you like it, these different tokens? All the tokens are going to have OTF on there. So grabbing the data of all the tokens that are online, there'll be OTF versions of these, and people can rate these tokens on how they feel. That's important. Now, in on the dashboard, when you create, basically the algorithm is going to calculate the gas fee, add 20% of the gas fee, and then reward as a gift for paying that gas fee, additional 20% tokens, found up coins, right, to them in their wallet, right? Don't have to worry about that. But what's important is that the algorithm is calculating the number of tokens and does all of that. Um, the other thing is it's calculating the distribution of these tokens, and let's talk about that there um, when you go to distribution, right? So let me go to here. So the algorithm, the AI is always asking the question, how is this person participating? What's his level of participation? And they're going to fall into three categories. They're either level one, level two, level three. Level three, think it's full time. Level two is part time. Level one is pretty much like an advisor or passive, right? Passive, semi active, and active. And based on that participation, it is allocating the token pools, right, which I just showed you on your participation. What is participation? Well, it is liking stuff, right? It is visiting the token and sharing. If I can go back, try to find the collaborator. Where is? I'm trying to get to a certain field. Um, Dashboard, wallet. Okay, more. Um, where? That's not it. Create a token. That's it. This is what I'm looking for here. Create a token. So here is your token, and these certain things have to all be, feed. Are they following the token? How many followers are they voting up the token? Right. How active are they in the community? Are they participating in a stake? A stake basically is purchasing the auction of the token, right? That's very important. Someone who's buying the tokens is regarded as a very high level, right? Are they endorse and do they join as an advisor or team member? Actually, the join should be down here. Do they endorse it? Um, Basically listing their name on it, right? Not just liking it, but taking that next light further. It's like you know, I'm endorsing this, and this is one of the tokens that I want to share, and and I stand behind. They're lending their credibility to the token. And are they actively promoting the token through the app to different social medias, right, on there? So there may be, like, one of the things I need to add here is actually all the promotion stuff. So that's something I'm going to work on now. So I want you thinking about the deep learning, the algorithm, the AI that is going to be managing all this, because ultimately what they're doing is it's playing a game and saying, hey, can I drive this level 7 no value token, right, which was Bitcoin in 2009? Can we move it up here? And moving up here is based on the hash rate, which is translated to participation. So just as AI has hash rate, which is the number of computational power, we're taking that hash rate and we're saying hash rate equals participation, and this is how. And the Noodle's kind of figuring out and massaging this all the time and making this graph more and more accurate as we go. And when someone basically participates in the auction of the token, then it's moving it up because you're physically putting a tangible asset into the fund. So so that's important in that. And then this is the auction here, the amount of tokens that are actually auctioned per category per week or per month or whatever is 0.16% of the fund total that it's holding. The fund is always holding all the tokens. It always has tokens that it can auction. It auctions off those tokens. What it does then, it takes that, whatever it's fiat or whatever, converts it into Bitcoin, holds the Bitcoin in its own fund. No one has access to this Bitcoin, right? And we have to make sure that the smart contracts and stuff so we can see it and everything else. And we're seeing the growth of this. And this growth of this fund creates stable tokens, stable coins out of all of these. Makes sense? It's really, really simple. Really, it's really simple. It basically we're tying in Bitcoin in as a store of value, as an underwriting, and the network is building the store value. Think of you know think of it as all the exchanges where Bitcoin and everyone holds Bitcoin is in a space capsule, and we're putting a little hole in that space capsule, and over time all the Bitcoin is going to leak through that space capsule and go into the space, which is everyone. So it's going to go from the control of a few inside the space capsule to underwriting and providing the store of value for social beneficial capitalism, which is the next era of our business model. That's it. Thanks for watching. I'm UnDaoDu. If here is the PowerPoint presentation. If you haven't seen it, I'm just going to just click through it really quick. Its foundation is Bitcoin, blockchain, and AI. Those are the three things. Here's an orderly diagram from 2010-11 that I produced. It was a slide rocket. It was a dynamic thing that explained and shared basically what the blockchain is. It is the blockchain. And here is another diagram. Oh, that's actually the video that talks about it. Here is another diagram, same diagram, just expressed differently. The idea, this is your token, and does it validate? Do people endorse, follow? This is the app we're building right here. We're just building this small little part right here. Okay, this is all we're building right here. It's really the same thing that I described back in 2010. It hasn't really changed much, except for the underlying technologies now exist. Yeah, tokenizing the world, make everyone be the next Bitcoin. Imagine you buy someone and they end up being president. You have their token. You think that token's will be worth something? Of course, right? You met Elon Musk in high school and you buy and you get his token, right? You think his token would have been worth anything later on? Sure it would. Okay, so the simple fact is the problems of the planet are because of an endemically structured business model. It's flawed. We need to fix it. That's why UnDaoDu ushered in the blockchain, or shared the vision of it that was ushered in by Ethereum and now all these other folks. And then the solution is really simple. It's a little app that anyone can use to tokenize, and it's a layered solution that operates on any blockchain. Here is kind of like why now. We're there. We're actually about right where we are in the scope of the blockchain. We're right in this area right here. We're still in the early adoption stage, right? We're nearing the end of early adoption. We're about to hit in the early majority, and that's going to happen this year. Next year, we'll be in early majority. So market size, it's really pretty self-sufficient. Competition, yeah, but they're chewing on the other end of the stone and they're other end of the bone. And what we're doing actually has an outcome. We're trying to change something massive, which is the business model, and using the tokenization framework as a way to get us there. And yeah, really focused on individuals, flea markets, small craft shows, and so on. I'm talking about the townships in South Africa. I'm talking about the little villages in India and so on. And then growing up into B2B, B2C tie-in for coupons and stuff into the blockchain. So invite only. How do you make money? This is a question most people ask. Basically by minting, by swapping, and by using the tokens. And here's basically the team that I have assembled. Most of them are from my FOUNDUP's $100 million valuation from 2016. I think it says a lot when folks are willing to come back and revisit a project that I started in 2010. I'd say that was one. Couldn't get it launched the traditional way. Reached out to Bitcoin. They created the foundation needed for this vision through what I call the blockchains, and being the first one. And now in 2016. We went to launch because the DAO was hacked. That was the motivation. And now it's 2021, and coronavirus is over. We're starting a bull season. I was going to try, do this in 2020, but coronavirus kind of put a hiccup in that. But now we're ready. Okay, so here's a mashup that I just went through, kind of talking about it. But you can watch
Hello.
the whole
I want to.
video on that, and here are links. So you can see the development doc, you can go to the Prezi, you can go to the PowerPoint, which this is right here. You can play around on the mashup right there. Go to Discord, Facebook, all these different links that you can follow where, as part of the community that I've been building over the years. And there I am. Thanks for watching.